What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Just jumping on here to talk about protein. Now, one of the things that you'll hear a lot of people say, whether they're in the nutrition space or whether they're in the fitness coaching space, is eat adequate protein, right? Eat enough of it. But a lot of times, understanding the whys behind we need to do things could lead us to higher adherence, right? And it make us trust the process a little more. And so in this video, I'm going to be running you through three things that protein does that positively affects your body. All right. Now, protein is referred to as the king when it comes to your macros, right? Most people, when they do nutrition programs or try to make dietary changes, they're doing it to upgrade quality of food and also their understanding of food, right? And so if you take one lesson from either our nutrition programs or any program that you would do, it would be to increase your protein intake and get adequate amounts of it, because this is going to have an immediate effect or impact on your total caloric intake. And if you're trying to lose weight and weight loss is your goal, it's going to have you eating less of the undesirable food, right? And if you're trying to gain muscle, it's going to aid in that process, because if you do not have enough muscle, it's going to be very difficult to really build muscle. If you don't have enough protein, it's going to be very difficult to build muscle. All right, so there's three things, and I'm going to start off with the first thing, and that is protein can increase your metabolism. Basically, all this means is when you eat protein, your body uses a lot of energy to digest the protein, right? So just the simple act of digesting and metabolizing the protein burns calories, because it takes a lot of energy, right? It takes more energy to burn protein than it does fats or carbohydrates. So now this isn't going to make up a massive amount of your calories, but just the simple act of digesting the protein will require some sort of caloric burn. It's going to increase your metabolism or increase the amount of energy your body needs per day for digestion. And this can be anywhere from about 100 to 300 calories burned a day just from choosing protein over the other two macros. And if you're in abundance, especially when you're snacking, you want to make sure, or you want to try at least to get a protein snack in. So basically, protein is going to increase your metabolism by just the pure effort that it needs to digest the protein itself. So the second thing is protein reduces appetite, cuts your cravings, and it reduces that desire for late night snacking. Now, if you've ever had a late night craving, and most certainly everyone watching this video probably has, it's impossible to resist, right? And one of the craziest things is, like, you go to the kitchen and the first thing you're looking for is the sweet stuff. Most of the ice creams and all of that stuff, which you should not be having in your kitchen in the first place, is the stuff that we go for, right? And one of the best tools to kind of counter this is to have adequate protein consumption, especially earlier in the day. So, like, try to have very, very high protein breakfast. I would actually recommend having 40% of your protein for the day at breakfast. There is going to be an immediate lack of cravings the moment you do this. The moment you start eating proteins earlier in the day, and a lot of it, you're going to start seeing a significant reduction in cravings. Why? We don't know. We know that we've tested it with a bunch of clients and it has worked like magic. And literally on the first day that every single one we have recommended do this, it's worked, right? And so give it a shot, test it. If it doesn't work, let us know, and I'm pretty certain it's going to work. Okay. The third thing is protein increases muscle mass. It helps prevent muscle loss. If you're in a caloric deficit trying to lose weight, you don't want to lose all your muscle, and it supports your soft tissue recovery. Now, if you really think about food and nutrition, it isn't just about losing weight, right? Even though media will want you to think that, so that they can sell some product and get you to buy something, don't get fooled into thinking that eating less is better or eating less is more. One of the things that we coach, and we coach very rigorously in our with our nutrition clients, is that eating more high quality food will give you more energy to move your body, train, and live a life where you're doing things, because you don't want to get the body you want at the cost of doing the things you love, right? And so higher quality foods will give you more energy to move, to train, and to live, you know, a very energetic life. This also includes things like building, you know, quality muscle tissue, and we know that muscle tissue is shown and correlated with lifespan, metabolism, and quality of life. So really you want to be using protein as a tool to keep healthy tissue, recover quickly, and just be pain-free in general. One of the things that is very difficult to do if you live in Sri Lanka especially is getting adequate protein intake. And so one thing I would really encourage you to do is plan your protein the night before and try to make sure that you know at least tomorrow where your protein sources are going to come from. Now, if you haven't seen our plate portioning videos for weight loss and muscle gain, we talk about how to measure protein. And just a quick run through of that, you want to eat about 6 palm sized portions of whole food sources of protein. So palm size would be the circumference and the thickness per day. That's about 2 per meal for 3 meals, which is around about how many meals most people eat. Some people eat 2, some people eat 4, but still you want to get about 6 palms per day. Do this and you're going to see an incredible difference in body composition. You're going to see an incredible difference in how you get cravings, if you get cravings, and you're going to see an incredible difference in just recovery in general. So I hope this helps, guys. Prioritize your protein. Just this one thing is going to make a huge difference in your body composition, health, and performance.